Does race affect pesticides? What science actually says? This is one of the most common questions men ask. Many men have heard stories. Many men have heard stereotypes. Many men have heard jokes. And many men have spent years wondering if those things are actually true. Does race really affect penis size? Are some groups naturally larger? Are some groups naturally smaller? Or is this one of the biggest myths men continue to believe? Today, we are going to look at what science actually says, not rumors, not stereotypes, not internet comments, but facts. The first thing we need to understand is that human beings love simple explanations. We like putting people into groups. We like labels. We like stereotypes because they make complicated topics feel easier to understand. But real life is actually much more complicated. Think about height. People often say people from the country are taller. People from this country are taller. People from that country are shorter. Sometimes there may be differences in averages, but when you look at real people, you quickly see something important. Not everyone fits the stereotype. You can find short people in tall populations. You can find tall people in short You can find short people in tall populations. You can find people. You can find tall people in short populations. Human beings are extremely diverse. The same principle applies to penis size. Science shows that there is natural variation among men, but variation exists inside every population. In other words, two men from the same country can be very different from each other. Two men from the same family can be different from each other. Even brothers can be different from each other. This is why making assumptions based only on race can be misleading. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing averages with individuals. Let's imagine two groups, Group A, Group B. Even if one group has a slightly different average measurement than another group, there is often a huge overlap between the groups. That means many individuals in Group A may be larger than individuals in Group B, and many individuals in Group B may be larger than individuals in Group A. This is how statistics work. Statistics describe groups. They do not predict individual people. This is an important lesson because many men look at stereotypes and assume those stereotypes must apply to them. But science does not work that way. Among things science tells us is that genetics are complicated. Many people hear the word genetics and immediately think about race. But genetics are much more complex than that. Your genes come from your mother, your father, your grandparents, your generations of ancestors before them. No single factor determines everything. The human body is the result of many different influences working together. Let's use another example. Two brothers can have different heights, different body shapes, different facial features, different athletic abilities, yet they come from the same parents. This shows how much natural variation exists even in state families. Some imagine how much variation exists among millions of people. Now let's talk about the real problem because in many cases the issue is not race. The issue is comparison. Many men spend years comparing themselves to stories, stereotypes, and unrealistic expectations. Instead of focusing on facts, they focus on fear. For example, a man may have completely normal anatomy, a healthy body, no medical problems, but because he constantly hears stereotypes online, he starts worrying. He compares himself to people he has never met. He compares himself to stories that may not even be true. Eventually, his confidence suffers not because of reality, but because of imagination. This happens more often than people realize. Many insecurities are created by comparison, not by facts. Science also shows something very interesting. Many men who worry about their size are actually within normal ranges. They assume something is wrong, but nothing is wrong. They assume they are different, but they are not. Their anxiety creates a distorted picture of reality. The human mind is powerful. If you focus on an insecurity every day, it goes. If you compare yourself every day, it goes. If you feed fear every day, it goes. Eventually, the fear becomes bigger than the facts. So, what should men do? This is where my advice begins. My first solution: stop comparing yourself to racial stereotypes. Stereotypes are shortcuts. They are not reality. Human beings are individuals, not statistics. My second solution: focus on your health instead of your worries. Exercise regularly, sleep well, eat healthy foods, stay physically active. A healthy body creates more confidence than endless comparison. My third solution: build confidence through achievements that matter. Learn new skills, improve your finances, develop your career, become more knowledgeable, become more useful. These things improve your life in real ways. My fourth solution: stop measuring your worth through one physical characteristic. You are much more than a body part. Your character matters. Your discipline matters. Your honesty matters. Your responsibility matters. Your contribution matters. My fifth solution: learn how to think critically. Before believing a claim, ask, what is the evidence? What does the research say? Is this fact an opinion? These simple habits can protect you from countless myths. What can listeners apply immediately? Number one, spend less time consuming content that promotes insecurity. Number two, stop comparing yourself to people you do not know. Number three, invest your health. Number four, focus on personal growth. Number five, remember that statistics do not define your individual value. Benefits listeners may receive less anxiety, more confidence, better self-image, better understanding of science, greater peace of mind, and more focus on things that truly improve life. My opinion: I believe many men waste years worrying about questions that do not improve their future. Even if someone could answer every question about race and autonomy, it would not automatically improve your health, your finances, your relationships, your happiness. What changes your life is what you do every day. My advice: instead of asking which group is bigger, ask, am I taking care of myself? Am I improving my life? Am I becoming a stronger man than I was last year? Those questions lead to real growth. My suggestion for the next 30 days: stop comparing yourself to stereotypes. Focus on your health. Focus on your goals. Focus on your habits. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, because your future is shaped by your actions, not by internet myths. My final thought: race does not determine your value. Statistics does not determine your value. Stereotypes does not Stereotypes do not determine your value. Your value comes from your character, your choices, your effort, and the life you build. The strongest men are not the men who spend their lives comparing themselves to others. The strongest men are the ones who focus on growth, truth, and becoming better every day. Thank you very much.